it's Shan here. Welcome back to my channel. This video is going to feature Thames Valley Golf Course. This is a golf course out in London, Ontario. The reason I was in London is because over the past weekend we were there for a wedding. It was a beautiful wedding and figured since we're there, might as well get a round of golf in. So that's what this video is going to be. Let me show you guys. Let's head over to the first tee. Thames Valley is a city golf course in London, Ontario. We're going to be playing the Classic 18. This golf course is surprisingly long for a public course and in excellent condition. Let's get started with hole number 1, which is a par 4 playing at 370 yards from the white tees. As usual, I will be playing from the white tees. On the first hole, it is probably safer to play on the right side of the hole because in general the hole slopes to the left. I did hit a draw. This is what happens before I've warmed up for the round, so that's why we are hitting out of the rough on the start. Hole number 2 is a par 5, 460 yards. The green is just tucked behind the row of trees on the right there, so it's a slight dogleg to the right. Hitting to the left side of the fairway here will give you the best view into the green, as you'll see on the next shot. I haven't warmed up yet, so you're going to see a few more of these lower left hook shots. Now you can see the green. I tried to take a 5-wood here, but I got caught in the rough. And then I tried to hit it again from the fairway, and I think I swung too fast at this one, and it just barely caught air. Hole number 3 is a pretty straight par 4 playing at 350 yards from the white tees. There are no bunkers and no hazards. As long as you keep it in play within the trees, you should be good to go. Hole number 4 is a par 3, 162 yards. It is slightly uphill, and from my rangefinder, it was playing about 170, 175 that day, and so I decided to go with my hybrid. I would obviously recommend not hitting it left into the trees, but I was able to find my ball on the side hill here and hit it back. It's what makes golf more exciting, right? Something we noticed, maybe it was just while we were there, but the hole locations were generally on a slight slope, and so there wasn't a 2 feet kind of flat circle around the hole. There was generally still a pretty big break near the hole. Hole number 5 is a par 4 or 5 depending on which tee you're playing from. It's about 360 yards from the white tees. This hole is a dogleg right. It turns after the big tree on the right side there. The best shot would be to aim for the second little tree, so right next to the big tree, down the middle of the fairway. I did hit a fade here and ran along the right side of the fairway, but if you hit over 200 yards out, you'll probably pass the tree anyways and just end up on the fairway on the other side, going towards the hole. Hole number 6 is a longer par 3. It says 181 yards on the scorecard, but something I've noticed across Ontario is that the tee decks are quite long, and so the actual yardage may be about 20 yards off from the scorecard. So even though I didn't hit a great shot here, this hole was playing closer to 200 from the white tees. Hole number 7 is a longer par 5, 531 yards from the white tees. It is a large dogleg to the right. As you can see, it does turn with the line of trees up ahead of us. From the tee deck though, you're pretty much safe to hit in front of you because the hole has a lot more yardage to go after the first shot. Ah yes, here we go. Let's start it off with this shot that I almost mishit, but it just went to the right and I was behind this tree. So what I actually tried to do here was I tried to slice it, but I was unsuccessful, so it just went straight. And as you saw, there was a bunker in front of the green, which is where I ended up. And for everyone out there, just remember to rake the bunkers once you're done. From everyone else that will be playing after you, thank you. Hole number 8 is a par 3. It says 150 on the scorecard and on the sign there, but this hole was actually playing closer to 180, I would say 175-ish. If you do have a rangefinder or an app or something that can tell you the true distance between yourself and the flagstick, I would definitely refer to that over the course signs. I have been struggling with my new hybrid and fairway woods. I love my new irons and driver, but something about the longer clubs, I think I just need to get used to them, get used to the change in shaft stiffness, and just new clubs. Apologies for my camera not being in focus for this clip, the rest are in focus, I promise. Hole number 9 is a par 4 or 5, depending on which tee you're going from. It's about 430 yards from the white tees. The fairways here are fairly wide, and even if you do go into the trees, they're not usually hazards, they're just obstacles. So try to stay away from them, but know that there is a good chance you'll find your ball and you can just kind of hit a rescue shot out of them. Let's start the back nine with hole number 10, which is another dogleg right. This is a par 4, about 345 yards from the white tees. Just waiting for the beverage cart to drive by there. Again, there are no water hazards on this golf course. There are a few bunkers, but other than that, your biggest challenge will be the trees on the sides and the length of this golf course. Hole number 11 is a par 3. It is not 105 yards. I actually made a note in my scorecard because according to my rangefinder, this hole was playing 138 yards from the white tees. I am playing my 7-iron here. There are bunkers all around the front of the green and trees behind, so make sure you have the right club. I did hit my 7-iron well here, so I can confirm this hole is about 135 yards. Hole number 12 is a par 4 or 5 playing at 420 yards from the white tees. This hole is a slight dogleg left, although I would say the hole overall is pretty straightforward. The green is to the left of the tee box, so we'll give it to them. Hole number 13 is a par 4, 332 yards from the white tees. The green is directly in front of us, just a little bit more downhill, and there is just one small bunker to the left side in front of the green. At this point, we have been on the golf course for 4 hours to play 12 holes, which personally I think is a little too slow even for public course standards. We did have something we had to rush to afterwards and didn't want to be on the golf course for 6 hours, and so we did kindly ask to skip ahead starting on the next tee. I won't go more into it, but that is why we were rushing a little bit for the end of this hole and the next one. Hole number 14 is a par 3, 132 yards from the white tees. It was playing about 135, so pretty true to yardage here. This hole has a giant bunker in front of the green and pretty much nothing around the green. There is a giant slope to the right, so try to stay on the left side of the green here. And yes, a lot of my footage is just me running back and forth from the camera. Please enjoy. Moving swiftly along is hole number 15, which is a par 4, 324 yards from the white tees. Anywhere within the tree line is safe to go, so fire away. Not my best putting day, but I really just need to work on my mental game and not getting frustrated on the golf course. Hole number 16 is a par 4 or 5, playing at 406 yards from the white tees. 16, 17, and 18, the final 3 holes, the right side past the trees is actually the Thames River, and so the right side is actually going to be out of bounds for the final 3 holes. Try to stay in bounds on the left center part of the fairway and you should be good to go. And here we go again with my hybrid. This is something I'll just have to work on at the range after the round, but it just hasn't been working so far. My frustration was definitely showing at this point from how long we've been on the golf course, but let's head over to hole number 17, which is a par 4, 338 yards. The right side past the trees is out of bounds. The only thing to note is for this hole, the fairway is unusually slopey. You'll see on the next clip, it's harder to see with the shadows, but the right side of the fairway is actually more flat, and then it slopes down, and it looks like there used to be a creek that ran by and is now grass or something, but the left side of the fairway does have more slopes. Oh yes, there is also a giant bunker next to the green on the right side. This bunker was drier than the other bunkers, I think because it is closer to the river that is nearby. Final hole number 18 is a par 5, 450 yards. The right side is out of bounds, but the fairway here slopes towards the right side. And so as you'll see here, I actually didn't hit a very good shot. I was kind of done with it, but I did end up on the left, and it kind of just bounced back down towards the fairway. And so the left side, even past the fairway on the left, is safe play. And same thing as the previous hole, the fairway here is also very slopey. I think this is also to do with just being closer to the river nearby. Thank you so much for watching this video. As always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button for me. Comment down below what other golf courses you would like to see me play, film, and share with you guys. Make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't already. I am making new videos every single Wednesday and Saturday. As you can see, I did get a little frustrated with the pace of play on this golf course, but overall, I think the most important thing is to just enjoy the moment, enjoy being in nature, appreciate the fact that we are able to golf, and appreciate the people that we are golfing with. So with that being said, thank you so much again for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!